Yes, my dear friends, so now let's focus on the concept of contour. The concept of contour is a structure we use to find and analyze the boundaries of objects in images. We will also use the concept of contour in the OpenCV library. The contour concept will be very useful for us, especially since we will follow a single lane with our vehicle. So in which areas exactly is the concept of contour used? If you wish, let's get started without wasting any time. Contours can be explained simply as a curve joining all the continuous points along the boundary having same color or intensity. The contours are a useful tools for shape analysis and object detection and recognition. The contouring process takes place in two steps. The first is the finding process. An edge-detected image must be used to find the contour. This gives the most accurate detection. We need to learn a new function for the finding process. So the name of this function is find contours function. So here, this function detects the boundaries of object in the image. It takes three different parameters. The first parameter is the edge parameter. This parameter specifies the edge image used to find contours. The edge image is usually obtained using an edge detection algorithm such as the canny edge detector. The second parameter is the RETR external parameter. So here, this parameter is used to retrieve only the outermost contours. That is, it ignores the boundaries of nested objects and returns only the contours of objects outside the image. The third and last parameter is the chain approx simple parameter. So here, this parameter specifies the method for storing contour points. That is, a straight line on a contour bypasses its curves and represent the contour with fewer points. Finally, the find contours function returns the contours and hierarchical structure. However, we are usually only interested in contours, so an underscore is assigned as a second value to prevent a hierarchy structure being returned in addition to contours. So here is our underscore variable. For contours, we create a different variable like contours. So here, this variable is storing contours of an image. Alright, my dear friend, in this lesson we learned about the concept of contour and finding contours. Now let's move on to our next lesson and learn more about contour drawing. Alright, my dear friends, so now let's talk about drawing the contours. Dear friends, in order to draw a contour, we first need to find the contours. We talked about this topic in our previous lesson. We need to learn a new function to plot a contour in the OpenCV module. Also, this process will be our second step. The name of our function is draw contours. So you can see here. Of course, we need to enter some parameters into this function. For this, we must enter 5 different parameters, so as you can see here. So let's focus on our function. Also, this function draws contours on the specified image. Contours are obtained with the cv2.findContours function or similar method. So let's talk about our first parameter, which is image. This parameter specifies the image on which contours will be drawn. The second parameter is contours. This parameter is a list or array containing the contours to draw. Each contour consists of a series of points, and these points represent the boundaries of the object. So you can see here -1, so which is -1. This parameter specifies the contour index to draw. A value of -1 ensures that all contours are drawn. That's why we entered like -1. If you want to draw a particular contour, you need to specify the index of that contour. So you can see here we have a tuple. This parameter specifies the color of the contours to be drawn. It represents the color green in the BGR color space. In this example, it is specified that the contours will be drawn in green. And also, here is our last parameter, which is thickness. This parameter specifies the thickness of the contours to be drawn. It is set to use a 2-pixel thick line. Alright, now that we know about our function, so let's examine our example. So here is our example. As you can see here, we have a t-shirt image. So here, after detecting the edges and contours on this image, we can easily reach its contoured version. So what good is it for us? For example, we can calculate what size the clothing is. So here, it can be large, it can be X large, and etc. So now let's focus on another example. As you can see, when we examined our other example, we detected hands. So here we can control electronic cards based on hand movements. As you can see, isn't it exciting? So it's very exciting, right? In our main project, we will detect our lane with contours. Yes, my dear friends, in this lesson we learn about the concept of contour. Now let's move on to our next lesson and learn about its application.